Okay. So, this one's gonna be a little much. So, I end up getting another computer. The boss didn't want it. The wife didn't want it. So I end up snatching it. Victory for me. Now, as you know, I don't use thumb drives. I don't know why anybody want to use any thumb drives. You have your wireless network, wired network, however you connect your computer to transfer files already, right, from one computer to the next. Problem is, Windows don't make it easy. We all know this. So there's a walk around on how to put it in, how to get it working. And I made the video before that's showing you how I transfer files from one computer to the next. So now I'm going to show you how to set it up. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, but I got the camera in my hand and I'm going to try to show you the screen. That's what I'm going to do, because 3 separate computers, I'm sorry, but you're not going to get me to go on each computer and record screen recording and then sit down and try to splice those in. I just don't want to sit down and do that. So I'm going to show you with the camera. Hopefully you see it. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, I guess. Again, I'm not here for I'm not here to make you feel better about yourself. I'm here to teach you something. If you want to learn, you learn. If you want somebody to show you something pretty, you can go watch somebody else's pretty version of it. I don't have time for all that foolishness. Alright, I'm going to show you how to do something. Sorry. I was moving the computers around so I have a better angle at them. So I'm going to show you how to do it with the camera in my hand. And you're going to have to figure it out if you want to see it properly. And again, for the most part, people don't watch my videos, so I'm just doing it because I want to do it. There. So, here we go. I'm going to show you the main computer. The one that I do most of this one I do most of my design. I do all my embroidery stuff on it. I have most of my programs on this one, and that's the main one. That's where I usually take all my designs and send it to the other 2. So there's one on each side of that computer. Let me show it to you. So this one's the main computer. I know the light's kind of reflecting off of there, but I'm gonna try to get you good, nice views. So this is the main computer. This is the one I use the most. This one has all my programs on there. See all the programs down here. All right, this has all the. That one just shut off. This one has all the programs. All my that one's FreeCAD. That's what I used to make my 3D designs. This one is for that's the program to run the 3D printer. These are useless. This one is give me a second. Silhouette Studio. This one is Caesar. This one is the one. This is the program that operates my cutter. So you see how much programs I have on here. This one is Publisher. This one is Photoshop. Sorry, not Photoshop. Affinity. This is Affinity Design Publisher. Affinity Design. Affinity Design. Affinity Design. This one's Affinity Design. I forget what it's called. This is one you use to create your vector files. This is all my other stuff. So all the stuff here is stuff I use all the time. That's why they're down here. This one, I need to get rid of that one. But this one has all my programs, and then on the main screen I have some programs that they don't fit down here. They don't run right if you have them sitting down here. Not exactly sure why, especially in this day and age, but they don't run properly down here. So let's not worry about those. But I just want to show you that this is just the computer I use the most and why it's the one I use the most. Now on the other 2, as you can see, there's nothing there. These are just literally just a print, and on this one I have to bring this one up. This one is literally just the print. This is my this is my printer. This is the one I used to run my prints on. This is the new one. This is the one I just got. So I got rid of my old print one. So now this is the new print one. This is the one I do all my printing from. I have I can have Affinity Photo and Affinity Design on here, and my CAD link. All right. Now the reason why I have 3 separate computers. Let me explain it to you. Again, if you want to learn, you can. If you want to learn, stick around. If you don't want to learn, just fast forward or go somewhere else. I really don't care. Either way works for me. All right, so with CADLink, all right, I've learned and I found out that with CADLink, you want to have a dedicated machine because of CADLink. All right, when I had CADLink on this computer, every time I make an adjustment to the color or adjustment to something, when I try to make stickers, it would affect the sticker printer also. And every time I make a change to the sticker printer, it would affect CADLink prints. And CADLink have this thing, you can actually leave it running the computer constantly so you never turn it off, which is kind of something I think I'm probably going to start doing eventually. Now that this computer has enough power to do that. If you have a computer that don't have enough power, running CADLink constantly in the background tends to screw with the computer a little bit. If you notice you're running a computer and then it starts to bog down, it's CADLink. When that file gets really, really, really big, okay, it literally starts slowing down how long it takes to open and how long it takes to close. So leaving it open actually helps a lot. Also, if you leave CADLink running in the background, you're constantly using up your computer memory, not storage, memory, and it tends to slow Windows down because CADLink really stores a lot of files and a lot of information in your memory and use it up. And as you print and your print goes to the bottom in CADLink, all those files take up memory storage, space because your actual computer memory, not storage memory, because CADLink tend to keep them in keep residual information from those files in your memory as well as in your on your hard drive. So it's in kind of in two places. It's just how CADLink works. So I noticed if you use CADLink, you kind of want to close it or you want to leave it running. And if you have other programs running in the background, because I tend to use CADLink, and then when I'm using this one, I'm doing embroidered designs, I'm doing my regular designs, I'm doing the Silhouette Studio designs, and I'm cutting stickers. All right, and then CADLink running on it, like I said, it just screws up with your printing and your color process. It really does screw with your colors. If you don't believe me, that you can do what you want to do. I'm not telling people to believe me. I'm just giving you information. You do what you want to do with it. You can test it out and you'll see that it actually screws with your colors. Get a different dedicated computer, set up the colors, set up the printer, and you'll see how you have a way better printing experience and color corrections with a separate computer that's not built in with all the other apps and stuff, because you probably have I use my sticker printer is on this computer. Okay, so all the stickers I don't have sublimation, but if I had sublimation, it's probably be on this computer too, because this won't affect with the sublimation. But for those who do sublimation and those who do stickers like me, every time you change something on that Epson 8550, if you have another one or any other printer, for some reason CADLink messes with those settings. But especially if you have another Epson, yeah, it totally screws up those settings. Again, I'm just giving you information, you do what you want with it. But this is about me transferring files from this one to that one to this one to that one back over to this one. I can do it no matter what I do. They communicate with each other. Now, let me go through this. So if you go here and you click on the network, as you can see, you can't see these two computers. There, see? It's gonna keep loading, bringing up all my TVs, all my printers, bringing up everything. But you know what you don't see? That computer and that computer. You don't see them here. All right? And this computer is already set up. This computer is literally set up for network communication. So the printer, they should be showing up here. And if you notice, I have other computers in my home and none of them are showing up here. Not one of them. It's just how Windows changed something. I'm not exactly sure what they changed because I never really kept up with it. I should have, but I never did. So I had to figure out how to set this up again. I really had to, because it was easy back in the day. You know, you hit network and it showed all your network computers, blah 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 blah. Now, no, you got to jump through hoops just to get it set up, and it's annoying. but it works. It still works. They still have it in, which is good. I hope they never take it out. But let me show you how to set it up. I can't do it on this one because this one is, again, this is the main one. This one, I don't take anything, nobody talks to this computer. So these two computers will not talk to this one. This one will talk to both of them. And this will talk to that one. All right. So this is just here because this is just here. But the other two won't talk to this one. They'll see it. Let me see if I can do it on this one. And let me see, network. Okay, so see, it's not even showing nothing. And then click on this one, network. See, same thing. It's going to give you that same stupid message. And what does it say? Ah, there it is. It says, when you click on it, it says network discovery and file sharing is turned off on this network computer, blah, 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 blah. You're going to get this. Now, to adjust this on this computer and on that computer, this is also a reason why you can't see it on that computer, okay? Because these things are not set up yet to talk to the network. So now we have to turn this stuff on. So we're going to click up in the top there, right up here. I'm going to click it. It says turn on network security and sharing files. We're going to turn that on. It's going to give you this option right there, okay? Now you want to hit yes because you want to turn on network discovery and blah, 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 blah. Now it's going to turn it on and it's going to find everything on your network. Now, see, this computer is that computer. Do you see it now? But as you notice, let me see if I can turn this one. See if that just want to bring it up now. I just refreshed it. See? Still not seeing it. See that? I can see that one. This computer now is here, but this computer still not here. Yeah, it gets worse. So now I'm going to try this one now. Okay, so I'm going to turn this one on. This one's a touchscreen, fortunately. So I can click up there, and I'm going to turn this on right there. And then I'm going to hit the same thing, the same button, bottom button. It says you want to turn on network discovery. So now it's going to lurch to the settings, and it's going to bring up, and then there it is. Bring this one up. See it? This is the main one. This is the one I want everybody to talk. This is the one that, this is going to talk to all of these. All right? Let me bring it up and say, this one's going to talk to both of these, but both of these won't be able to talk to this one. Even though it's here. Let me show you. No matter what I put in here, it will not load, okay? This is a network security, Windows network security thing. This is why none of these computers literally can talk together, because of this network firewall security thing, okay? We're going to get past this. I know there might be an easy way to put your Windows, your login information here, and it will talk to this. But because of how Windows is working these days, usually you'd put in your login information and you just log right into this. But for some reason, this thing is not set up. I don't know. I've been trying this and I've been looking. I don't know. Let me not lie. I really haven't looked into how to get this to use your Windows. You know how you hit your login, you click the little button there, and it brings up your information, and you use that login information to log in. Yeah, that don't work here. You can't use that information here. You can just forget about that. All right, that won't work. I've tried multiple different times. There might be a walk around somewhere, somehow, but I have never gotten it to work. Now, we're going to try a different way to log into this computer. Sorry, not this computer, but we're going to set up a different way for this computer to log into that computer. So this pop-up screen is going to show up on that computer when I get this one set up to do it. So just give me a second. I'll show you that in a second. All right, now, and I want to do this again. So I want to hit the refresh button, see if these computers are showing up yet. A little refresh button right up in there. This is not a touch screen. Duh. Hit the little refresh button, and you can see none of them are still showing up. And I need to wait that one back up again. There we go. Now, see, this one's back up again. Now let's set up this thing. And the walkthrough is a little much, but we're going to do it anyways. So, first we're going to have to go to users. So you're gonna just let me show you. So you're gonna go to the bottom of the screen. You're gonna load that right there. See that little thing right there? You're gonna bring it up. Then you're gonna type users in here. Right there it says edit. Add or remove a user. So you're gonna open that up. Again, this is not a touchscreen. I'm so used to using touchscreens. Now it's gonna bring up, it's gonna ask you to add a user, okay? So you're gonna add an account. Not a touchscreen. Then it's gonna bring this up. Now, we do not want to create a online account. This is I think, honestly, I think this is a reason why your login information don't work on that pop-up screen. Let me try to show it to you again. This pop-up screen, this information, the information that goes in here to create a user is not the same thing that's actually on the computer. And I know I can probably search for it and find it, but I just don't want to deal with that. Plus, it creates security issues, and I'd rather not deal with it. So I rather just, I'm gonna do, this is where I want to do it because it literally reduces the security risks. Again, you do you. You can look it up how to find the actual username, the computer username, because that's what it's looking for. Not your Microsoft logon, the actual username that the computer registers. Not this, not the login that you click this and you hit the login when you lock the computer and ask for your login information. You have to put the little code in. That's not what this is looking for. This is looking for an actual PC login information, which is a little bit deeper to find it, and I'm not looking for it. I don't want to. I don't care to. And every time you go to a different computer, you tend to have to change this stuff. So I'm trying to bypass this whole thing altogether because I just don't want to deal with it. So this is where we come to Disware. This is why I have this set up. So we're going to show you this. This is the easiest way to do this. All right. Bear with me. So we're going to hit don't have this personal information. We're going to hit next. Oh my goodness. To use the mouse on this one. So we're going to load this up. Then we're going to add a user without a Microsoft account. See that one? This thing is not going to focus. Sorry. So we're going to click that one that says add without a Microsoft account. All right, because we don't want to add a Microsoft account. And this is where you put your username and your password in, okay? So we're going to put the username. I'm going to put the username in here and password. And I'll give me a second. I'll be right back because I don't want to show you what I'm putting in here. Ha 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 ha. You know, let me just flip it around. Let me flick it around. So I'm not going to show you what I'm putting in here. You put whatever you want in here, but I'm not going to show you because, you know, some people will just put it in there anyways. Some people will actually type what you're putting in, and I want you to put your own stuff in. And now it's going to ask you questions, security questions, okay? It's going to ask you these security questions. Choose whichever one you want. It's a whole list of, see, it's like 6 or 7 things of, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different questions of what you want to put in here. And you just put whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to pick them. I'm going to pick what I want to pick. I'm going to put my information in, and just give me a second. Done. Now that that's done, you hit next. When it's finished, you hit next, and it's going to add right there. See it? Now I have a local user. All right, there's a local users. And when I hit it, you hit done, and it's going to give you a local user. Okay, so you're going to put a local user on here, and then now you're good to go. You're good to go. Okay, you're good to go. Now, and I should be able, not yet. We're going to have to do something else. So, and you can see, you want to leave the account type as local. Don't change it. You don't need anything else. Just leave that just like that, and you're gonna close that out because we're done with settings. And we're gonna hit the refresh button, and it's just gonna show the MSI thing. I just like to refresh because I like to refresh when I make changes. And then that's gonna do the same thing. It's gonna show us again. Now we're gonna do the same thing over here. All right. I want to do them all at the same time, so let me show you. Let me show you again what I'm doing. Again, you go to the bottom of the screen. This one's a touch screen. You're gonna type user right in there. You're gonna type user. Then it's gonna bring. I think I spelled it wrong. Nope, right there it says added. Sometimes you type it in down here, but it don't show up here. It kind of give you this weird place. But if you look, it's right underneath settings. Okay, sometimes it pop up right here. Sometimes it's under settings. And the reason why it's like that down here, if you see it, it add user, but it add music to it. And that's why this folder pops up. But you want to look for settings, and then there it is right there. See, show you different ways to find it. And it's going to take you to the same exact place. See it? Boom. Account, user, add a new user, and you're going to hit add an account. Then you're going to load this little thing up. Then you're going to tell it, no, I don't have access to a Microsoft account. Then this is going to do its thing, and then you're going to hit add user without account, and it's going to give you that same page again. You're going to put your user information in, and you answer those questions. And when you finish answering the questions, you're going to hit that next button, okay? There's really nothing else to it. So let me turn it around again because I didn't show you my information. No, you can actually set it up to where you don't put a password in. Where it's asked for the password, you can actually not put a password there. I said put a password in. I like to put a password because I like it to protect. So if someone else do get on your network, the reason for the password is just in case someone else get on your network, they won't be able to log in and just screw up your files. Hope that makes sense. So you want to put a password so just to keep people grubby fingers off of stuff. Okay? And then you put your thing in, again, whatever you want to choose, whichever one of those things you want. And no, it won't let you go through. Look, see? If you try to brute force past this point, it won't let you do it. It just gives you you need to fill these things up. So you have to fill it in. Again, once you fill these in, you hit that next button. All right. All right. And as soon as you hit the next button, it takes you right back here. There's really nothing else after that page, okay? And then it's going to same thing. Don't change the account type. Leave that's exactly what it is. You close that out because we're done with that again. Hit the refresh button. I just like to do this. It's just something I like to do. You don't have to do this. I just like to refresh. Now the second part of this whole thing is it's actually really, really simple. It's even simpler than you think. So this is the part that most people like to do and mess things up, but give you a bunch of bad information. So what we're going to do is we're not going to share our entire hard drive. We're just going to share one folder. Why you want to share one folder? Because we only want people to have it. We just want the computers, these computers, to communicate with just one folder. I just want to take my designs files from here, put it on here. My designs files from here, put it over there, vice versa. Nothing comes on this computer. Again, everything leaves this computer, but nothing comes on it. That's just how I have this set up. But if I do really want to, again, I can access it from here. And this is only if I want to. I don't have it set up to set anything through it. I don't want to do that. This one is just for designs. And I don't even have usually I have a drive sticking out the side here because I don't store anything on this computer. This computer is technically blank. That's another thing I need to talk to y'all about. Keep your computers blank. You don't need files on here. All right. Now, this quick, you know what? I'll show you this in a minute. I have to delete all of those. Those are all useless now at this point. See, this is all my favorite places. So, you know, when I get finished, I'll show you what to do with that. Because that looks like this, and then this looks like this. All right? So, I'll just show you that in a second. Now, let's get over here. And we're going to make the folder visible. Now, if you do not have... Oh, give me a second. If you do not have one of these, you might want to get one. Hold on. Let me pause the video. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Alright, so see this thing? Thing right here? That is a micro USB. So yeah, micro USB. I think is it micro? Yeah, I think it's micro. I bought this so long ago, I forgot what they call it. I'm pretty sure it's a micro USB. This thing has 128 gigs on it. Let me read. Nope, it doesn't tell you. Bastards. Oh well. So this thing right here has about 128 gigs on it, alright? Now, when you stick it in the computer, this is for a different computer. I had to go find this one. Sticking in the computer, it literally sticks off about yay far. Alright, and that holds 128 gigs of data, apart from the really, really big one. So you want one of these. This is what I mean by I don't have any files on my computers. I have one of these, okay, and then the other one, the one I use for this one, let me go get that one. Okay, so here we go. So now this one sticks out the side of this from, let me bring this down here so you can see it. Out the side of this one like a so, okay, sticks out the side, all right. This one is actually nice. I have this plug. I don't remember where I got this plug from, but I actually like it. It has a USB-C and a Type A. All right, and then I just stick it in the side, and I can just take it around, move it around, and I just keep my files. This is where all my files are. All right, every file that anytime I design something or create something, I put it on here. It goes on here automatically. So there's really nothing on these computers. They stay blank. Now, what's going on with these computers? This one and that one. This is why I like these two computers so much. All right, is because this one. Let me fix and get this. I'll show it to you. This one has. You can barely see it, right? A micro SD card slot. And that's where all my files sit. Right on here. And I shit that in there. Disappears. And then this one also has a micro SD card slot right there. All right. And then that's how I keep my files. That's how I keep my files safe from if anything on my computer. I don't have to worry about where I'm getting how I can get my files. I can just pop those things out and my files are there. Now, if you do not have a computer with Windows Professional, I recommend you find somebody who has Windows Professional, or get a version of Windows Professional for yourself, because then you can lock your drives. Why is it important to lock your drives? If somebody get their hands on it, somebody get their grubby hands on it, they can't just take your files and use it. The drive will be locked. So if I take the drive out of this computer right now, so if I take this drive out of this computer and put it in here, I can't use it unless I unlock the drive. So the drive won't even show up on that computer until I unlock it first. I can't access the files on it. I can't read it. I can't do anything to it because that drive is physically locked. Now, because it's on this computer, it automatically unlocks on this computer. So every time I open up the computer, the Windows will just automatically unlock the drive, and I can use it just like I use anything else on the computer. Windows think of it as its own drive. All right, so that's that's the beauty of. Oh, I need that up anyway, so I'm gonna just leave that up. So that's the beauty about getting your drive locked. All right, and then if you use don't use any encryption program. Use BitLocker. It works flawlessly with Windows. I don't use any other BitLocker program. There might be some out there. I just don't use them. I don't know about them. I don't care about them. BitLocker works perfectly fine. And if you have Windows Pro, which works way better than Windows Home anyways, it just pays for itself endlessly. So I have Windows Pro on that computer and that one. This one don't have Windows Pro, and I'm probably going to put it on there eventually, but right now I'm just going to use it and see if they improved it any. I really don't like Windows Home. If you watch any of my computer videos, I'll literally tell you that I do not like Windows Home. It is the worst piece of just OS Microsoft ever makes, and they still making that garbage and still selling it, and I'm not exactly sure why they keep selling it. It's just garbage. Plain and say, it's garbage. If you having issues with Windows, it's because you have Windows on home on your computer. Get rid of it the second you can. Get Windows Pro, put it on there, and your computer will run way better, way nicer, way cleaner. That's just my opinion. If you all you're doing is surfing the web and looking up emails and checking emails and stuff, you're perfectly fine. But if you're doing anything else beyond just surfing the web and looking on emails, you want to get Windows Professional. It works way better. That's my little tidbit. Okay, so we're gonna get back over here now. As you can see, I have another drive in here. That's the one that sits in that little pocket down here. This one don't have any. I have to unlock this. All right, so this one don't have any. This one don't have it in there. This one don't have the drive sticking out the side of it. All right. Oh, there's my Google Drive too, so that's actually a part of this computer, so I can just access my drives. That's my two backup drives. This one's mine, and that one's a backup for a different computer. I just wanted to show you that. So if you don't have a slot on the side of your computer like that for a micro SD card slot, you want to get one of them little tiny micro USB things. Let me move it out of the way again so you can see it. Right there, you want to get one of those, and it literally sticks off, and it's just a little bump sitting off right at the side of your computer. Really awesome. I love that thing. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up this folder thing, majig, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna get in here. We're gonna open up. We're gonna click on the drive. Let me show you this again. Oh my goodness. There we go. We're gonna click on there. Okay. Click on the drive. If you do not have this drive, you have to go to PC. You got to find the folder you want to. You click on the PC. You got to find the folder you want to share and all this other stuff. But because I have separate drives on my computer, which I do highly recommend you get separate drives and you lock them with BitLocker. Well, if anybody wants to know how to do that, I'll show you how to do it. It's very, 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 very simple. All right, I'll show you exactly how to lock it, and then you click. Let me show you. Left click this one. All right. Left click is going to bring up that menu right there. All right. On a regular mouse, that click right there brings it up. Okay. Now, when you get on here, you're going to go to show more options. All right. It's going to bring up this menu. Then you need to look for the one I'm looking for. Give access. Never mind. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Send to. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for either. Properties. So let me show you that again. Okay. So we're gonna left click it open. Show you how much I haven't done this in a minute. You're gonna click on properties. Didn't have to go that far. Isn't that wonderful? All right. So we're gonna click on it. Make sure it's selected. Then we're gonna click properties right there. Then we're going to go to sharing. Then we're going to go to network and sharing because you have to do this first, okay? Then you're going to go to make sure, see, public discovery is on. This one is on by default and it's called public sharing, okay? We're going to go down a little further. We're going to go to all networks. And we're going to do public folder sharing. We don't want to share that either. But we want to make sure this stuff is on. So this is password sharing. We want to make sure it's on. We want to make sure 24 bits on. This is on. And then one up right here says private networks. You're going to click on private networks. You want to make sure it's on. You want to make sure it's set. And you see this says file sharing and printing. That's off by default. This is why it's not showing up. Okay. See, it's off by default. That's what you want to fix. This is why you want to have that stuff turned on. Now, we're going to hit this on, turn that on. Again, there's easier ways to do this. This is just the way I like to use because I want to share specific things. You can find a shortcut way if you want to, but this is just how I do it. Once you turn this on, you're set. All right. Now, go back on this computer. That that computer should show up eventually. All right. It's not showing up yet. Give it a second. Let me refresh it. Go back to network. Hit refresh. It's not showing up yet. Okay, good. That's fine. We're going to do this now anyway. So we're going to go back to drone. That's the name of the folder. I didn't change it. We're going to click the right click, left click, right click, right click. Then we go back to properties again. Then we're going to go to share. Right there. It's a share. Then it's going to ask you who sharing this thing. Now you're going to click the next button. Right there, see that name we created? See that account we created before? We're gonna hit let account share it. We're gonna add that account. There it is, account shared. All right. You're gonna click on it. It says you want it to read and write. You have to get it to read and write, and you hit share. There it is. All right. Then you hit done. Then you hit a close, and then refresh that. Go back to networking. And sometimes it shows, sometimes it doesn't. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Click this one, and then it should show up over here. Not. Still loading. So let's close this down. Open this back up. Go to networks. It's not showing over here, so there's something I did wrong. I'm not exactly sure what, but I'm gonna find out here in a second. Because it's supposed to show up. Oh, I think I know why. Oh, I turned this on too. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I turned that on too. Nope, that didn't work. Network discovery, everything's on. So, make sure I'm on the right network. Yeah, I'm connected to the right network. Oh. This thing's gonna make a liar out of me. There it is. So, let me close that. Close this down. Let me restart it, see if that will fix it. All right, let me do this over here. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna find the drive. I need to share that folder right there. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna do properties, sorry. But I don't want to share the whole drive. I just want to share just that print folder right there. Select properties. I think I did something wrong, but we're gonna do it anyways. Let's hit advanced sharing. Share this folder. Print, and no, we're not going to share it. Print name, line numbers. We're gonna hit permissions. We're gonna add Kirk. There's a bunch of ways to do this, so it's not like it's not really. Just gonna check the names, find it right there. See, this is a different way to do it. Okay, so we're gonna hit OK. The name's right there. Then we're gonna hit allow because we want full control. We're gonna hit apply. Hit OK. Hit apply. Hit OK. Share. Share it. We're gonna hit this one. We're gonna hit up there. Add this one. Read and write. Share. This will show you the information. If you share the computer, it won't be accessible when the computer is asleep. Not a big deal. I want to click on this. See, now bring up the network drive. See that right there, and the folder that's shareable. But we can't do anything with it here. We're going to hit done. We hit close. We go back to network, and it's not showing itself. When it's sharing, it will show itself right here. All right. And same thing with this one. I'm supposed to refresh this. I'm supposed to see it right in here. So let me see. I must have not did something right. So I'm trying to get this one to work, so. See, it says the drive's locked, but it's not locked. So I'm gonna go back to networks. It's still not showing itself. Why is it not showing itself? And this is the problem I have with it sometimes. Sometimes it will work perfectly and other times it won't. Why is it not showing up as shared? See, it's unlocked. So something's going on with this PC.
You've got mail.
No, it's not opening up. Share. Yeah, it's already shared. So why is it not showing? No, wow, looks it didn't share it. So let me eject it. Close this down. Continue. Take it out. Because none of them are showing up, which is weird. Yeah, I just pulled it out and put it back in. It's not supposed to be getting that error. But the computer themselves is supposed to be showing up over here, but they're not showing up, which is weird. So I think I'm going to do something different. Look, not everything goes perfectly the first time you do it. See, it's shared. So this file, that folder is shared, okay? So it's shared. And it says shared. Network sharing. Let me check the network sharing again, make sure it's on. It is on. Current profiles. Recommended password protection sharing on. Yep, we want that on. Public sharing of files is not even showing. Public folder's not even showing. So what I'm going to do now, see network sharing, that's on too. So what I'm going to do now is quite simple, really. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to disconnect from my network and reconnect to it. Now it's back on. Let me see what happens. Still brings it up, but he's still not bringing these computers up here. Why? Options. Cancel. Properties. Change advanced sharing. Is it still there? It's saying it's sharing, so why is it not sharing up? Oh, that's why. That's why it's having a problem. See right there? Sometimes it takes you a minute to find out what's going on. Windows didn't take my network as a private network, so it saved it as public network. So you need to come in and change this. How do you change this? Simple. Get out of that. So how to change that from private to public? Well, we're going to click on this. Click on this little thing right here. It's going to pop that up. And right there, we're going to change it to private. All right. Now there it is. See? Now pop up on that one. And it should pop up on this one. There it is. See that? Perfect. So we have to do the same thing over here. So we need to come back over here. We're going to click on this thing right here. I haven't done this in so long that I forgot that I needed to do that. Ha 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 ha. Same thing, we're just going to click on private network. All right, and then that takes care of that problem. And then there's the other one. See, now there are both the computers. That one, see, that one has all three now. And this one has two, and then this one has all three. See that? That was my problem. It wasn't on a private network. It thought it was on the public network. So some of the information I gave was wrong. So the second you put it on a private network, it should show up. You know what? No, I don't think it should show up because I don't think it shows up all the time. Because let me see if I grab, because I have another computer that's not on the public network. Let me grab it. Let me make sure. Don't give you bad information. Hold on. So private network sharing. I need to make sure this one's back on again because I just hit something and it took it off. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, and that's good. So for some reason it just disconnected from the network and it took itself off the network. So I'm gonna check this out again. See why it took itself off the damn network. Private. Good, it's on private. And then see why it's not sharing. When it rains, it pours, I tell you. Oh, it is showing up. There it is. So that's this one over here, and this one is that one over there. So it is showing up. I did fix it. So let me hit this again. All right, so it's working. So it's right here. This one is this one. This one is that one. This one is this one. And the same, see both of them here. It's just, I don't know. Microsoft does this weird stuff sometimes where they'll show the computers and then it will disappear. Some computers, I don't know, whatever. Microsoft does its own thing. But this is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to show the two computers that it can talk to. Sometimes when it will show up its own file, its own network connection here. I don't know what it shows, but it shows network connections here. Sometimes it does, sometimes it won't. As you can see, it just wipes it out. When it does what it feels like to do what it wants to do. That's a Microsoft thing. I can't help you with that. But that's how you set up the thing. And then now, when I log into, say I want to log into that computer, I'm log from this one to that one, okay? And then we're going to go in here. Now this is going to pop up. Hit remember. Let me put the password, the things in. Now, okay, I have to do Different user. Make sure you spell the names correctly, because it will kick you out if the names are not. If the name's not even spelled correctly, it will kick you out. There. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Don't play me, Microsoft. Oh, I think I'm not putting it right. Microsoft's pissing me off. Let me try on this computer. Let me try on this one. There it is. So I have to go in and change the password. For some reason, the password on this one is not correct. So I have to go back in and change the password. So let me type users again. Right there, see? I have to go back in here. Now I gotta change. So I need to remove this account. No, that's probably not what's going on here. Let me see something. Oh, there's a bunch of... Something's going on. I have to probably restart this computer again. Nothing's perfect, and I'm sorry, but if you're looking for perfect, you're in the wrong universe. And if you run into problems, this is how you fix them. Everything's shared. Cancel. Cancel that. So let me take this drive back out again. I'm showing you the problems you can run into and how to fix them. So you're learning everything. Again, you don't have to watch this stuff. You can watch somebody else's stuff. I don't care. Now it's back in again. And Windows still doing this. So let me restart this thing. For some reason this computer's messing up. So we're gonna squash that. We're gonna log from here now. We're gonna log from this computer to that computer because Windows doing its own thing. Never fails, like clockwork. There it is. Now I put the password in. We'll log into that one. And there it goes, logged in. Nope, didn't work. So let me try again. Different name. I think I have to spell it properly. Just to make sure. Yep, you have to spell the names correctly. So if they're case sensitive. Again, I don't do this very often, so I have to remember as I do it. You know, I can't just run through it, and I'm not gonna delete it to set it back up. I just don't. I don't have the time to do all that foolishness. If you want to, you can go ahead. Everything starts up. Cut this. Eject that. Shut it down. That's great. Yes, something's going on with this computer, but I don't know what it is. I'm not worried about it. So now I have to log back into this one, which is that one right there. Let me see if I can even log into it. Oh, it won't let me do it. Give me a second. Now the drive's coming back up. I won't be able to log into it until the drive's back in here. I think it murdered my drive. There it goes. Now it's back in. I guess I don't have to deal with this stupid thing. This double thing right here. There's like a double thing right there. I guess I have to just deal with it. It's something going on with this drive. Oh, no, never mind. There it is. Get rid of it. Good. Now it's on here, okay? Now I can see if I can log into it from here. Refresh. It's going to give me some more stuff. See if the login information works. Nope, didn't work. So let me put it back in again. Not in. Hit OK. Didn't work. So now I have to come back over here. This is the part I don't like. So I have to go to settings, edit user. This is the part you need. This is a good part. This is how you can learn how to fix some of your problems. Now I need to go to control panel. Go to control panel. Because hit users and accounts. Now we need to find my other users. Change account to blah, 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 blah. Manage another account. There it is. So let me show you that again. So it says manage another account right there. Click on that. Click on that. There it is. All right. Now we need to change the password right there. Now I just have to put a new password in. Once you put the new password in, you hit next. Alright, that changed the password. Now we come over here, and this password should now actually work. And nope, it don't want to log in. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to delete this account. Delete the files. Delete the account. Now we're going to add a new account. Because that one's giving us issues. Right there. Remove this account. Alright, so I couldn't show you this part. I had talking in the background. So, remember that issue that I was having? I wasn't logging in. I wasn't able to log on this computer. I keep putting the credentials and it keeps saying can't log in, can't log in, can't log in. Well, all I had to do was restart the computer, and it just started right back up. I just logged right into it, and as you can see, there it is. Logged in. Boom. That's it. Done. This is the same folder. That's the one I want, and there it is. See, everything here. Not a touchscreen. Is everything there? Hope you can see that. See, all my files here is over there. All right, and then if I come here in the center. Click on this one, which is this one I'm working with. I need to log into there. Hold on. There it is. And I log back in. There it is. See, the same files on all three computers, and I didn't even have to use crazy USB drives. I know it's long, drawn out, and I show you some, which is nice because I get to show you some problems if you do have problems, how to fix them. And the one where the one I didn't show you was if you have any issues where it says the session don't exist, just restart all three computers and all two computers, whatever it is, and you should log right into it because it's just a session thing with the network. All right, so that was a network issue. There's nothing I could have done, but apart from just refresh the network, I probably could just log off, log back on, but it's better to just restart the computer, and it's back up again. Another thing I want to show you before we get off of here, is this. Now all these are my these are my drive. These quick access are that drive right here. Okay, that's what this is. But this one down here, this one I need to get rid of this one. See, it's gonna keep telling me that it can't access this drive. So we're gonna unpin this one. This one right here, I need to unpin this one too. Now, these are just the shortcuts to the drives that I use all the time, okay? Now, for me to access, if I want to bring, say, something from this computer, like I designed something here, and I want to send it to that one, all right? The best way to do it is come to your network drive. See how you have all three of them sitting here now? I was only showing two like a couple minutes ago. Windows does its own thing. I wouldn't worry about it. So this one is this computer here. This one is that one all the way over there. So I'm gonna access that one over there. I don't think I didn't log. Oh, good, I logged into it. Woohoo! Thought I didn't. So there it is. And now what I want to do is I want to save this drive, this specific drive. So I'm gonna click on it. Right click, and it's gonna bring this up, and you're gonna pin it right there to your quick access, which is gonna put it right there. See that? And I don't use these folders. I tend to just unpin them. See how this is disappearing? I don't use them. I don't care to have them up here, so I just delete them, and I just keep only the ones that I need. So I use my desktop a lot. I use my downloads, and I use my print, and those are the ones I keep in my quick access. So anytime I need to do something real quick, let me show you. If I'm in downloads, I just click print, and it brings me right back to this folder. All right, so that's a little tidbit of information there. And that's how I transfer files from one computer to the next, and I don't have to sit down and run around with little stupid silly USBs. All right. Again, if you want to help me out, subscribe. That's great. If not, hey, you do you too. All right. Peace.
Step up your A game, step up your A game, or you'll be ashamed.